Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. As promised, I am live and just wanted to stop by and say hello. It's a good day to start. I don't know, because it's Wednesday. Nice blue skies. The life is beautiful and full of new surprises. Hi, hi, hi. What's new? What's new? Give me more questions. What's new with you guys? How are you feeling? Anything you wanted to talk about? Anybody need encouragement today? Bring it on. No, nothing to talk about? Come on, it's the year of the Olympics. There's plenty to talk about. I'm so excited about this year and to see who's going to be the new Olympic champion, not just in gymnastics, because I am the gymnastics world, but in general, I'm so excited to see other sports. I believe this is the year of the new sport coming into the Olympic Games, and you do remember, don't you? Okay, that's good. That's good. Um, Good morning, Tatiana. I want to hear the story of when you got to the airport at Kiev to come to US. Yes, yes. The story to be continued. So when we were already in the airport, I'm gonna continue my story. We went through the agency. So in my passport, I had a visa. I have a stamp that I can actually enter United States. But I never had a stamp in my passport that our government is releasing me as a sports woman or a professional sport athlete to go to another country, because when we were under the committee of USSR or committee of Ukraine, all of this, all of our paperworks and our passports and our visas and etc., everyone was in Ukrainian or USSR committee, was in charge of that. But in 1994, when I was in charge of my life and I wanted to decide what I wanted to do, suddenly we had a complication. So they held airplane for 2 hours because we had to wait for the authority for 2 hours to actually have that stamp. We waited 2 hours. I was so nervous. I was so stressed, and such young age 17, to receive such stress, it took a lot out of me that day. But after 2 hours, we actually got the stamp. I got the permission that I can leave the country. And as I was sitting in the airplane, me, Tamila, and Victor, when we were walking into the airplane, everybody applauded us that finally we got to the airplane to fly out to United States. This is probably the first time ever in my life that I experienced that the airplane was held for so many hours. Anyway, we succeeded. I am here. I'm in the United States. I am very thankful that I got the opportunity to come to United States, and I took the phoenix by its tail. The story to be continued. Okay, so what was the next question? I'm waving. Are you amazing? You're amazing. Hello. No, I am not. But I am. I am amazing. I have to tell this to myself every single day because life is full of surprises, and sometimes we need to be stronger than anybody else, and we do need to encourage. I need to encourage myself every single day. Every time I get up, I say, "Thank you, universe. I am ready today for whatever you're gonna bring it into, wherever you're gonna bring into my life." So thank you so much for verifying that. I hope that you are feeling amazing too, and that you are amazing as well. Not just today, but every single day. Okay, guys, come on, hit me up with questions. Because we do have just a little time. Aha, Tatiana, I'd like to know, what did you feel before the last jump of 995, because 9912 wasn't enough? Verify the question, please. I'm not following the question. You mean my beam routine? Whoever is asking question about 995 and 9912, please restate the question. Wasn't enough. It wasn't enough before the last jump of 995 to the 9912 wasn't enough. Please restate the question, because I'm very I'm interested about the question, but I cannot understand. No, I'm not. I'm not in touch with teammates. I try to stay in touch, and I try to stay in touch as best as I could. I am in touch with Oksana. She's, oh my gosh, she's a walking phenomenal in 20th century and 21st century. But that's another story. I can go on about how amazing she is. I can go on and on and on and on. What a beautiful era that she opened for all of the athletes, because I guess in the time that I was competing in 1992, all I could hear from everywhere. For some reason, it was everywhere. You're gonna turn 15 or you're gonna turn 16, and that's it. Your career is done. You're done. Yada yada yada. And seeing amazing athletes right now, that they're going. I mean, come on. That they're going. Oksana is 49, I believe, and this is her 9th Olympics going to be, and this is just an unbelievable phenomena of the history of the sport, the history of the Olympic Games, and the history of gymnastics, etc. So yes, I am staying in touch with Oksana. We do talk or leaving voicemails from time to time, because she is super busy with getting ready for the competition, and I do understand. And believe me, I do not want to disturb her focus. But if I have the opportunity, leave a voicemail and congratulate her or to wish her best of luck at the competition that she's going, oh my gosh, I will do that in the heartbeat. That's not even the question. I try to stay in touch with other girls too. For some reason, it did not work, and again, that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay. We're growing women now, and we're mothers. In the past, we were athletes, and we were professional athletes. If that's somebody's choice, I have to respect that choice, and I cannot enforce anything upon anyone. So let's leave it at that. Hi. Anybody, you were going to the U.S. team. You were going to the U.S. team. What happened? I can tell you what happened. As an athlete, you always challenge yourself, and you always challenge your capability, your strength, your mindset. No, at least that's how I feel. And back then, when I did wanted to try to come back, oh my gosh, what a silly me, not practicing for 10 years, going to the gym and just thinking that in 6 months I can come back. Yeah, okay, dream on. But I did. I did work hard for 8 months, and it was very hard. And I think probably from my personal experience, when you're trying to come back, you definitely need to be in the environment of other kids being on the same level and above as at some point I was. So the coaching and the coach who actually were trying to be with me and help me in that time was very persistent, took everything very professional, meaning not just training, but for me to eat healthy, for me to stay in shape, for me to get myself back to shape, the encouragement, physical encouragement, mental encouragement. She tried her best, and to her I have to say thank you. It's Janae. She used to have her club, and unfortunately it wasn't enough. I think I had to be in the actual environment with kids who are already in the national team, because when you're in environment, it's easy to pick up the strength. It's easy to pick up the navigation. It's much easier to be when you're surrounded with focused, driven, determination, encouragement, slightly stress because you don't know if you're going to be on the team or not. So the environment, that's what was missing. And that was the very important puzzle that I was missing, to be in the environment. I have to let you know that in the 8th month, I did get my Yurchenko full on vault. I believe I just had to had another, half of a twist. It would be enough. Literally would be enough, because some of the athletes now still just doing Yurchenko 1.5, and it's enough for them to compete. For the balance beam, when I was practicing, I got my full down to the beam. I got my standing full. I was working on back handspring loud, and I was working on a triple back handspring to a double back. I don't think I was any closer to the full end, but I was working on the double back already. Floor was a little bit hard for me to get, I guess, because when you're not tumbling for 10 plus years, and then when you're trying to go to the tumbling, I was experiencing very uncomfortable shifts in my spine. So and bars was probably the most difficult to get any skill, especially kips and casts, and but I think like the uncomfortable part was to rip the hands, because when I was competing in 92, I did not wear grips, and Janae was enforcing me to actually start wearing grips. So since I never experienced how to swing, how to grip hands, how to actually hold on to the bars with grips. So I never had that experience. So the bars and floor was a little bit difficult to get. But I don't regret that I did try. And with that, I just had to say thank you to the sport, what it gave me, and it gave me literally a golden ticket to the world. To see the world, to see the athlete and compete with most beautiful, strong, and talented athlete in the world. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, yes, it's for sure. It was amazing to try, to test my capability, whether I can do it or not. And I guess I gave myself all to 1992 Olympic Games. So with that, I'm thankful and grateful that I had to compete in such a big arena and platform, and put everything that I train for 10 years with my coaches and the new elements that we were training and testing. So it's a big thank you to the sport and to my dear coaches. Rosalinda, hi. Hi, how are you? I hope you're feeling okay and getting your strength back. Okay, let me try to come back to that question. What's the question? Touch. Okay, let me. Tatiana, I'd like to know, what did you feel before the last jump of 995, because 9912 wasn't enough? You know what? I'm gonna try to actually. Who is that? Francesca. I'm gonna try to answer that question best to my knowledge. And I have to let you know that when we do compete, and when and you don't even verify is it balance beam or vault, because my at the all around, when I competed, my last event was vault. So if you are asking me about my two of my jumps, I would not know, because I was so focused on my steps, not to mess them up. Because when you start running, you wanted to make sure that you're starting with a correct side to start your steps. Then in the middle of the runway, I had a mark. And on that mark, I had to step with a specific foot. It was my right leg. So if on that mark, if I stepped on with my right foot, then That mark will take me exactly to the mark that I need to do my round off, my back handspring, and my fall. And I would land exactly in the precise timing. As for 995 and 9912, I wouldn't even track my score. And again, I will speak from me. I never looked at my scores. So in the prestige arena at the Olympic Games, I can tell you 100% that I wasn't even looking at my scores. So I wouldn't even know. Of course, 995 is better than 9912 because it's higher, it's closer to the 10. But you know, it is what it is. So I guess I answered your question correctly. If not, I will see you tomorrow at 10:30. For right now, happy Wednesday. Have the most amazing and encouraging day. I wanted to wish, if anybody's birthday today, I wanted to wish you happy birthday. Stay well, stay healthy, wealthy, stay energized and positive. If anybody have anniversaries, happy anniversaries, etc. Take care, everyone. As usual, hearts to everyone. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. I actually have something arrived today, and I will show you tomorrow what arrived today. So see you tomorrow at 10:30. Bye, guys. Have a great day.